Hi folks, welcome back to The Hot Take. This is episode 9 now. So did you say 9?
Yeah, 9.
I would say episode 9. And we're going to be going through today...
No, 8.
Episode 8.
It's episode 8.
Well, that's how you can tell these are not scripted or not very polished. What do you think our winter's going to look like?
Looking forwards to this winter, it will be the first winter we go into doing content. But yeah, it will be more content than what we've ever done before. So in a winter, that'll be sharing behind the scenes content of what kind of madhouse is it, especially a certain week of the year.
Yeah, I mean, Black Friday, that'd be the week of the year. Well, a couple of weeks for us because we run it for a couple of weeks at a time.
It's like a whole month now.
Yeah, it might as well be Black November. We love it. It's the rush, the buzz keeps us alive. It's what we're here for. So yeah, I think that really looking forward to having that November, really, and especially with Harrogate the week before, or the start of November, end of October.
Yeah.
So we're looking just forecasting for that part of that month. I think we're going to be in good stead for it.
We will do as much business in that month as 3 or so average months.
Yeah.
But our staffing doesn't change really accordingly. We do push the hours a bit, don't we, to get through, but it's a big testament to Mike and Isabel like to pre-wrap a lot of the hot offer orders so that when they do get ordered, it's just literally a label, out it goes. Recently, we shared about the new website with the new facelifted homepage, the new About Us page. Importantly, the panel builder underwent some cosmetic surgery. So I think it's actually quite a big compliment if you have a customer not call, not email, doesn't use the online chat, but successfully checks out. Don't get me wrong, we still love you to call us by all means, but if people are finding the information and the answers to their questions easier and faster, then that's just fantastic for us, isn't it?
Yeah. Being able to have someone go onto the website and successfully check out without no sort of help from a real life person, be it not calling into the office or speaking to a staff member, I think it's brilliant because it means the website we've got works.
This series is called The Hot Take. We would love to get your input on this question. How do you think people are going to approach heating this winter? Is it going to be, don't turn it on, put on another jumper? Is it, I think electricity prices or gas prices, fuel prices will continue to come down or continue to increase? What are your predictions for this winter?
I think it's going to be probably a mix. And I remember a couple of years ago, it was very much after the energy crisis and the energy spike, where a lot of the mentality was, oh, well, we'll just put another jumper on, we'll layer up, we'll deal with it for 4 months of the year and hope that the energy pricing comes down. But I do think there still will be people that are like that. But then there also will be the people that want to get everything sorted out as soon as possible. I think there's going to be that mixed bag. I don't think it's going to sway one way or the other way. I just think there's going to be, fingers crossed, the nice mix of in the middle. We do like a bit of carnage here, so anywhere that comes from, whether that's people online, over the phone, I do think it's going to be pretty much an even split as to what we're looking at.
I think in terms of most popular products to anticipate this winter, which ones do you think come to mind?
Anything sort of ceiling mounted. The Lumina LED panels that we do, it's the most popular panel we do. So out of 70 odd different numbers of actual panels we do, all 3 Lumina sizes, so 370, 660, 800, they will always be top 3, regardless of what time of year it is. It'd be 1, 2, 3, and then the rest will be other smaller panels. I know Mike specifically pre-wraps those more than anything because he knows it's top of the list for people. But it's a visual thing. I think that's why it's so popular. How often do you look online for a heater for your living room and end up finding one which goes on the ceiling and it's a light at the same time? So I think it's the wow factor that sells that.
It's a key decision point that makes Infrared unique. With the wall, you may be choosing, do I go for a traditional radiator like the rest of my house? Do I just have an electric panel heater style heater that you can get at a lot of different hardware places, or do I go for a wall-mounted infrared heater? The same conversation cannot be had for when you're mounting a heater on the ceiling, for obvious reasons. But now we have that own decision point internally is whether you have the light or not. So if you've browsed our website, you're getting to know infrared. You've got two options. You've got platinum ceiling mounted infrared heaters, so they're a matte white finish, very thin, very discreet, and have the inbuilt Wi-Fi capability. Or you can forego the Wi-Fi capability and have an LED ring light surround round the ceiling heater, giving you that 2-in-1 control. And it's specifically designed for the ceiling as well. Be really mindful out there when you're looking at buying an infrared heater that it's a dedicated ceiling heater. So key characteristics you'd be looking for is slightly more oversized for its size as compared to a traditional wall heater, and it's got dedicated ceiling brackets, making it safe and secure for the years to come when you've got it mounted on the ceiling up above.
Yeah, and the same would go for a wall panel, really. I think with the different styles that we do, we've got everything from our Eco range, which has got handheld remote. You've got Platinum range, Platinum Wi-Fi range, which comes with a remote, but also that app control for those people that are looking to take things to the techier side of things. I know people have app-controlled fridges, app-controlled lights, app-controlled tumble dryers and washing machines. I think it's not uncommon nowadays to see something you wouldn't expect to have Wi-Fi control, have Wi-Fi involved in it. And then also bespoke range of picture panels, which I think are getting more and more popular over the years, simply because just like with the heater on the ceiling with the lights, you can make your heater look like a picture. Being able to personalise something that's going to be in your house, well, something that you need in your house, being heating, being able to make that look like a family photo, a landscape photo that you've taken on holiday, or a pet photo, I think that is amazing for lots and lots of different people because it's personal. Who doesn't love something personal to them?
The picture changes and the great work that Mike and Ethan have been doing have inspired us as a team to make a key change for this year's home building show at Harrogate, at the Harrogate Convention Centre. What is that change, Ben?
So the big change that we're doing is we are going bespoke picture orientated. So all about personalising your heating system rather than trying to go along the route of it's electric, it's infrared heating, and you sort of get people, you get the blank stare of what? But it's like having something personal. Someone doesn't care whether it's infrared or it's electric. If it looks like a picture of their family on the wall and it heats their living room, it's a green tick for them straight away because it's another thing to show their friends that have never seen it, their family that have never seen it. I do think that a lot of the time, with a lot of it being emotional where people are having family photos, I do also think it's kind of like a bragging right.
And we did do a show, didn't we? I don't know if it was the photo of Berlin that we had or something similar. And the lady customer said to me, after we found out that it's a heater and she was really amazed by that she had spent similar just for the picture.
Yeah.
And it's not with it being a heater. If you don't end up liking infrared heating, at least you've got a great looking picture on the wall.
Yeah, I think it's a 2-in-1 really. I think, like you mentioned, not having just a picture on the wall, but being the heater for whichever room you want to put it in is the biggest point of it. It's, yeah, if I don't like the heater down the line, I've still got the photo on the wall that I wanted anyway.
Yeah.
So another big change we're having at Harrogate is we're taking it back to roots. We're doing a smaller sort of modest modular style of stand rather than big and bold and bright, which we've always loved. We love people's reactions when they see it, but shrinking it down, really sort of making it a lot easier to digest for someone that is walking by.
We've always done the Birmingham Homebuilding Show. We've always done the Harrogate Homebuilding Show. On and off, we've taken part of the Surrey Homebuilding Show. And then we've done other shows in between. So Everything Electric and a couple others. But it's quite a small roster of shows. Infrared really benefits when you've got this essentially pop-up shop and you can see and feel what we're talking about here on the episode of Hot Take, but actually in person. If I said that was a heater, it's a lot easier to believe me if you feel it in person. And by simplifying the stand, it allows us to take part in exhibit at more locations, and more people, more footfall see our products. And I think that's what Infrared's in need of going into this winter, is more people seeing it, feeling it, experiencing it.
You think how many exhibitors there are at a show across 3 different halls, and we expect them naturally to remember what we spoke about, whereas they could have spoke to 15, 20 different stands in a day, and we've just shown them 6 different types of infrared heater on the wall. I think stripping that completely back and just having a couple of pictures on modular blocks, it's going to be so much easier for someone to go, oh yeah, I remember you because you had the picture heaters.
One big message.
Rather than, oh wait, which ones did you do again? Oh, you had the one with the lighting, because there was so much for them to try and remember on top of everything else outside of the show, and everything else in the show is, I think it's going to be a lot better. I can see it being a lot better this year.
And the customization is deeper now than what it was before. We can print to the edges or wrap all the way around. We can print in a gloss or a matte finish. And if you're choosing your own image, it's something you want to get up and personal with.